we have killed so many kings, all their friends and relatives are planning to come fight with us again. So don't think that we are free from all dangers. We are not. And we have no protection other than your lotus feet. That is our position. Thus, he indirectly says to Krishna, do not leave us. Don't think that we are now safe. Without your protection, we are always unsafe. It is not just about Kunti, Maharani and Pandavas. It is also about all of us. Mare Krishna Rakhe ke and Rakhe Krishna Mare ke. That is how the material world works. That is how material world works. When Krishna wants to save, no one can kill you, and when Krishna wants to kill you, no one can save. There is an example. I don't know how many of I think I have quoted or not. Mm, many devotees have experienced that their children and they themselves were going through some accident, and somehow miraculously Lord Narasimha Dev protected them. But at the same time, we also have examples of many senior devotees giving up their lives due to some accident. So protection of the Lord does not always mean physical protection. Protection of the Lord means protection of the consciousness. I think we have discussed this previously also. So what is that which we are required to be that which is required to be protected or expected to be protected from Krishna is our consciousness, because just see Krishna protected Parikshit Maharaj. Now just before this pastime of Queen Kunti, there the first prayer which Bhagavatam begins with. Anyone knows which is the first prayer in the Bhagavatam? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Janma.
Srimati,
Yeah.
No, I'm not asking the first verse of Bhagavata. I'm just asking of which pastime and which, just like for example, we have got prayers of Queen Kunti, then prayers of Bhishma Dev, prayers of. So whose prayers come in the first canto, the first and foremost prayers?
Uttara
Gurudeva
Prabhuji. Is it
Ah,
Uttara?
Uttara. So what can we learn from those prayers is Mata Uttara prayed to Krishna to save her child from the Brahmastra. And he in fact saved also. He saved Parikshit Maharaj from Brahmastra. Who? Krishna saved Parikshit Maharaj from Brahmastra. Huh? But then what happened was, at this time when Maharshi Shringi cursed him, who Parikshit Maharaj, that he will die in 7 days. So why Krishna did not save him in this context? He saved him from Brahmastra. How Krishna would not have saved him from Brahma curse, Brahma Shrap, Brahmana Shrap? Can someone please answer? Hare Krishna. Anyone understood my question or not?
yes,
Can you
Prabhuji,
repeat,
understood.
Prabhuji?
So please answer. If Krishna can save him from Brahmastra, the highest and the biggest and the most formidable weapon in this whole material creation. See, there is one more Narayana which is there above Brahmastra, but that is not of this material world anyways. That is personally belonging to Krishna. So, but on the material platform, the highest and the topmost weapon you can say is Brahmastra. So, if Krishna can save someone from Brahmastra, the same personality is now getting cursed from a very small little child who is what is his name? Sringi, I guess. He is cursing that king will die in 7 days. So Parikshit Maharaj had more power than that Brahmana boy. So he could have himself also easily retaliated or maybe counter cursed that small Brahmana. But even Krishna did not help him in this context. Why?
Because Srimad Bhagavatam had to come.
Huh? Uh, that is also one of the reason. And one more thing
Hare
is,
Krishna, Kali has to come.
Parikshit Maharaj, he himself confirmed that this is happening at the will of Lord only.
uh, so the point is because he had actually committed that mistake of
Snake.
putting that dead snake on his father's body. So he actually also had that repentance. So even though the punishment given is very high, but at the same time that does not deny the fact that he had done that small mistake. Mistake was very small, but the punishment given was very big. That is one thing. So as a devotee, he also had that remorse in his mind that okay, I have also done some mistake. And secondly, Krishna saved him from Brahmastra, but he did not save him from this curse. Is because advent of Kali Yuga is also one thing, that Kali had to enter this Bhulo to rule over this timeline. And also, Krishna, he wanted to make Parishit Maharaj as an instrument to appear in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. So we can't judge by our own understanding that in which situation Krishna should help us in what way. I will tell you what is that. We always want Krishna to solve our problems the way we want. There is a saying, na? Don't tell Krishna how big your problem is. Tell your problems how big your Krishna is. You understood? Don't tell Krishna how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big your Krishna is. Because our way of solving problems may not always, because we have a very small level of intellect. We see it things only in the current context. Oh, I want Krishna to solve my problems like this, step one, step two, step three. And many times after it has not happened the way we expected, but then still we can now see many instances, all of you might be having somehow or other, that you had some very big problem and you were praying to Krishna, Krishna, do this like this, and then it should happen like this, and then it should happen like this, and then my problem will be solved. But then something else only happened. It was completely topsy-turvy, and then but then your problem was solved, but not the way you wanted. And in fact, many other things also got resolved. So our tiny minuscule intellectual capacity can't judge how Krishna intervenes in our life. Same way, I will tell you this. Dasharath Maharaj, Ramayana has a very nice example of this. Dasharath Maharaj, firstly he had no sons, then finally he got children. He got four kids, and then मतलब class चालू है 11 ले बेटा. हाँ देऊँ. So he had no sons. Then he ultimately did all that yagya and all that. And after again, when he was actually worried about everyone's marriage, all the four kids, he was worried about their education and then marriage and everything was, he was worried. So what happened? Suddenly Vishwamitra Muni came. And as normal Kshatriya does, he was very loyal and very dedicated Kshatriya. So what he would do, he did, he put Vishwamitra Muni on directly on the throne of his kingdom. And he said, Vishwamitra Rishi, you are the master now. Whatever you order, I will fulfill all your desire. Go Gare, huh? Gare le bolo, Gare le bolo. So where was I? Huh? And I don't know. Actually, some many people say that was a problem with Dasharath Maharaj. You can't say that is a problem, but both things, both Arjun and Dasharath Maharaj, Krishna and Ram had to go through so many things just because Arjun promised and Dasharath Maharaj promised something without thinking. But as it is the habit of Krishna and Prabhu Shri Ram, that they go to any extent, इनको 20 रुपए दे दो, हाँ दे दो बस ठीक है. They go to any extent to fulfill the promise given by their devotees. So in Arjun's case also, whenever he wanted to do something, he would say, if I not able to do this, I will jump into fire. If I don't kill Jayadratha, I will jump into fire. If I don't find the Yajna Samhita of that Brahman, I will go jump into fire. For every small thing, he would take that vow. And Krishna would always put his head on, why do we have to say every time that I will jump into fire, I will jump into fire? And Krishna had to do so many things to save him. Same way, Dasharath Maharaj also would say like this. I will fulfill all of your desires. As if he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. And many, I don't know how many of you have heard this lecture by Radha Govind Maharaj. He gives a very nice, he's filled Bhagavad personified. His Hindi lectures are amazing. Radha Govind Maharaj is Katha, Bhagavad Katha personified. He loves to speak Bhagavad Katha. And in that Ramayana, he was saying, Dasharath Maharaj would give promise to anyone as if he is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But because he was a devotee of Krishna and Prabhu Shri Ram, in fact, to fulfill his promise, Lord Ram had to toil a lot. Lord Ram had to do a lot of trouble. That was the problem. So what happened? I actually forgot the context. Vishwamitra Rishi had come. Vishwamitra Rishi came and he, Dasharatha Maharaj made him sit on his throne and he said, Dasharatha Vishwamitra Rishi, whatever you want, I will fulfill. Same way he did to Kaikai. Whatever you want, I will fulfill. So we should be very cautious. We should not give any kind of promise to anyone without accumulating and understanding. Because see, those guys were very, they were all transcendental personalities. Lord Krishna was their personal, their son or whatever, their friend or whatever. So to fulfill their promise, Krishna would appear and Krishna would make sure that their promise is fulfilled. But so that level of devotional service also one has to perform. So in case of Vishwamitra Rishi said, I want your son. Dasharatha Maharaj said, I will do anything but don't ask for my son because I am totally attached to him. Vishwamitra Rishi said, if you were not able to fulfill, why the hell you gave me that promise? That anything in this creation I will give you. So, and he was very much troubled. He was frustrated. He almost lost his life thinking that how can I give hand over my son Ram to Vishwamitra, that too to kill demons. He has not gone out of kingdom only. Anytime he has no experience of fighting. So sometimes we don't understand how Lord is planning with us, and things don't go as we have planned. He was saying, "Oh, now his Gurukul is over. Now I will just get him married, and he will have to enjoy his royal family life." And what is happening? The Vishwamitra King came out of nowhere and is asking my son that to kill demons like Marich, Tataka, and Subahu. They are huge. Even I don't dare go and fight them. And how can I send my tender little sweet boys to kill those demons? So he was not understanding what is happening. So that was the time when Vasishtha Rishi gave solace to Dasharath Maharaj. And Vasishtha Rishi said, see, if things are beyond your control, that means you please try and understand that Krishna has some plan and you surrender to that plan. Sometimes, after showing so many things, if things are not working the way we want, that means we should understand that Krishna wants things to happen in that way. See, but first of all, we need to try. Without trying, only we say only Lord Krishna is doing everything. No, that does not happen. First of all, we need to shoot our arrows. Arjun had to shoot his arrow. Then Krishna was making sure that those arrows would hit the right target. Shooting the arrow is our task. Hitting it to the right object or the right target is Krishna's. So that is what they say. Krishna, I will do my best. You do the rest. Whatever is remaining, Krishna will take care. That is, I will do my best and you do the rest. But what is our tendency? Krishna, I will do the rest and do you do your best. That is what we want Krishna to do in our life. Krishna, I want to do rest, but you should do your best. You should not give up doing your best for me. So then Vasishtha Rishi said, don't worry, Dasharath Maharaj. Please surrender to this plan of Krishna because you are anyways not able to change it because you have already committed to Vishwamitra Rishi that you will give your son whatever he asks, you are supposed to fulfill. So now you can't back out. And then when he surrendered and when he things were not going as per his plan, but still he surrendered. And then when Lakshman and then Ramji came and went with Vishwamitra Rishi, so two things he achieved. Even the problems which he was facing, those all problems got solved. Vishwamitra Rishi trained him in celestial weapons, Rod, Ram, and Lakshman. And he was anyways worried about the marriage of his children. Vishwamitra Rishi took Ram and Lakshman to Sita Swayamvara, and then all the things happened. And the problem which he was anyways trying to solve, it was naturally solved by Vishwamitra Rishi without even his intervention. You understand? So sometimes we are worried about something, then Krishna will do something, then all other problems also get solved. You might have gone through that situation. So sometimes you should just surrender. Okay, maybe Lord Krishna wants to do things this way. So let me not get into that much mental frustration and let things happen the way they are happening. If I am how much ever I am trying, but things are not changing, that means Krishna wants things to go in this way only. Okay, so we'll go ahead. Ah. So therefore, we should understand the safety is safety of our consciousness. Our surrender to Krishna is actual safety. Whether we get accident, whether we sometimes are saved from physical calamity, whether we are not saved, it doesn't matter. This should be the position of a devotee. We should know that we are actually in danger in this material world. Maya, illusion may catch us at any time. As soon as we are a little inattentive, thinking, now I have done my duty, let me take little rest. No, there is no rest. We must always be alert. We must always be alert. There is no rest. थोडा मी लेक्चर चालू आहे, मी 10 मिनिटात. हो ठीक आहे, मी देतो सगळं एक्सेप्ट करतो. सो Maya, when we get into bhakti, Prabhupada used to say, we are declaring bhakti means what? There is one more definition of bhakti. Prabhupada sometimes translates bhakti into devotional service. But one more definition which Prabhupada gives is bhakti means declaring war against Maya, declaring a full-headed war against Maya. Because in material world, when we get into devotional service, Maya is not much worried about other living entities. They are anyways engrossed into material happiness. So Maya is not worried about them. She knows, oh, they are anyways into birth, old age, disease, and death, and they will only be worried about Ahar, Nidra, Bhaya, and Maithun. Movement someone takes to Maya, she becomes alerted. Oh, this fellow is going against my army. So I will have to take extra precaution to bring him and not deviate him from bhakti. So bhakti is actually waging war against Maya. So one time, one very senior devotee was telling that when initially someone takes up to devotional service, we seem very enthusiastic. Oh, Jai Prabhupada, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. He is very happy and happily dancing and whatnot they are doing. So that devotee was saying, after spending 2-3 months in bhakti, when that fellow starts chanting more and more rounds, then he comes to 16 round, and when that devotee was saying, when in morning japa, if I see that devotee sleeping in japa, that means I actually become very happy when I see that devotee sleeping in japa for the first time, because I now understand that now Maya has started taking him seriously. So that is how he judges if some devotee is becoming serious in bhakti or not. If that neophyte devotee, after 2-3 months of enthusiastic practice of devotional service, if that devotee starts sleeping in morning japa, that means he has started taking bhakti seriously. And because he started taking bhakti seriously, therefore Mayadev now started taking him seriously. So that is how now that now Mayadev is taking him seriously. Now, if he continues sleeping even after 1 year or 2 years, that means he is now getting defeated from Maya's attacks. But initial days, the way we can judge whether that devotee is taking bhakti seriously or not is how much Maya is taking him seriously. So the point is, bhakti is war against Maya, and Maya is the biggest attack of Maya is on consciousness, on Shraddha. When your Shraddha towards Krishna gets affected, that is the biggest accident which a person can get into. You understand? The Shraddha towards Krishna, if by some situation we get into some accident or some disease or something, many pure devotees get into, like Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj. One time when he was very old, he actually was traveling from airport. He just put his bag on his shoulder and he kind of heard the voice of his bone breaking, because he had acquired bone cancer. That was his stage. He understood. But Krishna did not save him from bone cancer. Like Kadam Kanan Maharaj, he was also suffering from cancer. Tamal Krishna Maharaj, he also went into accident and he left his body. So Krishna did not save them from these diseases and from these accidents. But Krishna saved them from Shraddha by not deviating their Shraddha, by not by protecting their consciousness. So sometimes, many times, many devotees go through some accident, some disease, and their Shraddha gets disturbed. Oh, I'm chanting for so many years, but still my family got this disease, I got business setback, I faced so much of losses. Huh? So many times devotees, their Shraddha gets disturbed by their physical circumstances in life. Either financial failure, either physical failure, either some accident, some disease, and they start judging mercy of Krishna. Oh, Krishna, you did not save me from the accident. Oh, Krishna, why you did not inspire me to get to not invest into that stock or whatever XYZ. You understand? So that is the biggest attack of Maya, because through those situations, Maya is affecting more than the accident, more than the physical damage. Maya is affecting or damaging our consciousness or Shraddha towards Krishna. And once that Shraddha towards Krishna is damaged, then how much you're physically fit we are, it doesn't matter. How much you're financially capable and profitable we are, it doesn't matter. But if our Shraddha towards Krishna is gone, then we are again doomed back into material life cycle of birth and death for many millions of lives. Again. Because to get to that level of Shraddha, that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead and He is the Master and Supreme Controller, it takes millions of lives. So don't let your Shraddha get deviated. And that is the protection which is needed. And that is the protection which all the devotees are asking. See, Parikshit Maharaj, after getting cursed, he did not say, "Oh Krishna, save my body. I don't want to be cursed. I don't want to die with Takshak snake's bite." No, they did not pray for that. They said, "Krishna, please let me always remember you." They were praying for Shraddha more than their physical well being. So understand, please understand, mercy of Krishna is always in terms of protection of Shraddha and not in terms of protection of physical well-being or financial well-being or whatever XYZ well-being. Okay? And therefore we must say Maya may catch us at any time. Therefore we should be, there is no time to rest. There is a verse in which Sri Rupa Goswami says, Avyartha Kalatvam. A devotee should be very much careful to see whether his time is being spent unnecessarily. It is very important for me actually. Avyartha Kalatvam. You are all very serious and very sincere devotees. You are all always eager to read and hear Krishna Katha. And it is very inspiring for me actually, all of you. And you have actually imbibed this quality of Avyartha Kalatvam. Avyartha means West. Avyartha means no West. None of you, our time should go West. Because the time is the biggest asset in material world. Time and the choice, two things is the biggest asset, because kalos miham, Krishna is controlling material world by time factor. He should ask himself, am I now engaged in Maya service or Krishna service? Oh, very nice. Are we doing Krishna service or Maya service? Now and then we should ask. There should be constant game going on. Am I doing Maya service? Am I doing Krishna service? Am I doing Krishna service by doing this like that? This is a symptom of an advanced devotee. Nama gune gane sada ruchi. Such a devotee is Nama gane sada ruchi. Such a devotee is never tired of chanting, singing, or dancing. The word sada means always, and ruchi means taste. Nama gane sada ruchi. He is always eager and tasting namagan. Namagan means nama kirtan. A devotee always has a taste for chanting Hare Krishna. Oh, very nice. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. This is taste. Of course, this taste takes time to awaken. But when Rupa Goswami was chanting, he was thinking, I have only one tongue and 2 ears. What can I appreciate of chanting? If I could have millions of tongues and trillions of ears, then I could release something by with chanting, something by chanting and hearing. Of course, we should not imitate him. But the devotees of the Krishna consciousness movement at least be very careful to complete their 16 rounds, their minimum amount of prescribed chanting. Nama Gana Sada Ruchi. We have to increase our test for singing and chanting Hare Krishna. I don't know how many of you know Indra Prabhu. Everyone knows Indra Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Vrindavan, no?
Uh,
You could sing
yes, yes,
Kirtan.
yes. Indra Prabhuji is one of the very senior Prabhupada disciples. In 2012, he lost his life. He went back to Golok. It was
Because
also an
then,
accident. See, many times, see, they same doubt, even when Indra Prabhu left his body, many devotees had doubt. Oh, he was such a great Kartaniya. How can he die out of accident? Why? Why can't he? What is the problem? Hare Krishna.
Yes,
You
Prabhuji,
understood
right?
the.
He got burnt. No, Prabhuji, there was a fire in the room or something.
Yes, yes. There was a huge cylinder blast in his room
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
left
yeah.
his body.
Yes.
So many times when such incidences happen, devotees start doubting. Oh, he was such a great devotee. He should have died peacefully, chanting, looking at deities. Tamal Krishna Maharaj, such a great devotee, very close devotee of Prabhupada, very close associate. Even the last days, he was the first and foremost disciple, very head of ISKCON. But he died in car accident from Kolkata to Mayapur. Why is Krishna doing like that? Now, for last 20, 15 minutes, we discussed the same thing. That our physical well-being, our physical, whether we die of accident, whether we die of disease, or whether we die naturally, peacefully, it doesn't matter. What matters is our shraddha towards Krishna should be fixed. Our consciousness should be fixed in the foots of Krishna. Because no devotee cared how they died. See, Kunti Marani herself died in forest fire. Was she not pure devotee? You know how Kunti Marani left her body? Anyone knows?
No, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhuji.
She went with Pandavas when Krishna disappeared from this material world. They
Yeah.
coronated Parikshit Maharaj as the king, and all of them left for forest. All the Pandavas and Kunti Maharani also came with them that time only. And it is said that Kunti Maharani, some I don't know, Mahabharata describes that she was caught up in forest fire. But some say that she herself jumped into forest fire and then she left her body. Like that,
Oh,
every Pandava left their body like that in forest only. Some voluntarily they left, some like that. Maybe some disease or whatever. So how you leave your body has nothing to do with your spiritual perfection.
Prabhuji,
Understand?
one minute, Prabhuji. Normally, when somebody dies like that, no, they say this because of his past karma. It doesn't apply for these people, Prabhuji. No, just want to clarify. Just want to
See,
understand.
many people also say, "Oh, Prabhupada suffered so much, maybe because of his past karma." You take any pure, even now Guru Maharaj, like Loknath Swami Maharaj, they have done so much bhakti, they are almost on the level of pure bhakti.
Yeah,
So
he
if they are
said.
pure souls, then why are they suffering? If they are pure souls, see, even though someone is a pure devotee, sometimes Krishna, he keeps that, like for example, if all our karmas are vanquished, then our material body will also be vanquished. You understand? You can't exist in material world if all your all your previous karmas are eliminated or
Gone,
eradicated.
yeah. Yes,
So
then you can't.
Krishna keeps that much exact amount of karma which you will need for this lifetime. If at all you are going back to Godhead in this very lifetime, then you understood the context,
Yes,
understood the meaning, Mataji.
yes, Prabhuji.
See, after you join bhakti is Shubhada and Mokshada. Like it eradicates all our past sinful activities. Okay. But if all the karmas are eradicated, then we will have to die immediately.
Yeah.
But if we have got some amount of timeline which is pending, and Krishna wants you to come back to Godhead at the end of this lifetime. So to maintain our body and all the other activities, we need to have some minute karma balance to give us some so happiness and miseries till the end of our life, or whatever 80, 90 years which we are going to stay. So some karmas are there kept in the they are like buffer karmas. I'm talking of such devotees, those who have taken up devotional service and they are almost on the level of perfection. So for
Okay.
them, Krishna, they are almost perfect. So they are confirmed that they will go home back to Godhead at this very lifetime. So to continue for this lifetime, Krishna keeps some buffer karmas, and at the end, he gives such a big problem or big pain so that everything gets nullified and then go. I know one devotee. He was in very near close by our devotee. He was a pujari, very nice, very gentle. He was not a big leader or big anything. He was a very simple, gentle pujari. For 45 years of his life, constantly he was doing DT worship. DT worship, lecture, kirtan. That was the only thing which he did. He was almost like Kshetra sannyasi. He did not travel much. He knew only his duties and our local temple pujari. Very nice, gentle, humble, pure soul. And by seeing him, you would feel कि बाबा इनको तो गोलोक जाना ही है. the when we would see him, we would he was very old, 55, 60 के आसपास थे वो. And sometimes you, by seeing devotees, seeing some devotees, by interacting with them, you understand, na, oh, these guys are so pure. They have no malice in their heart. They have no ego. They have no envy towards anyone. So you know for sure that you get that internal inspiration that these devotees surely going back to God at this life, because they are almost nullified from greed, anger, lust, envy, everything you see. They have nothing of that sort. They are not hankering for pride. They are not hankering for respect and anything. So he was like that, because I had some connection with him for last 10 years. So I was observing him. So what happened recently, he kind of was diagnosed with cancer somehow, and he was very poor, not that financially well to do. And then he very nice devotee, but he was, and excruciating pain for 3 4 months. The treatment went for cancer. And then just when he was recovering, now what happened, just one day while returning from accident hospital, he met with an accident. He was almost recovering from cancer treatment, very weak. He had become very weak. He would only chant, but he just met with an accident. And after the accident, he almost kind of became a this. But
Vegetable.
what happened? Just 2 3 days before some Ekadashi, one Ekadashi, he met with an accident. And for 3 days, he was conscious. He was able to see the devotee chanting next to him. And then Loknath Maharaj spoke to him. And he was constantly saying, I am not able to see the devotee chanting next to me. I am not able to see the devotee chanting next to me. So he was asking him, why you are not able to see the devotee chanting next to you?
Can't hear you,
And then
Prabhuji.
Loknath Maharaj explained him that Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, we couldn't hear. You said Lokanath Prabhuji, Lokanath Maharaj also.
Loknath Swami Maharaj.
Swami Maharaj, yeah. Again, you're on mute, Prabhuji.
I'm not on mute. Am I audible to everyone?
Now you're audible. Again, we didn't hear you.
Okay, okay.
So you can tell now.
So he was constantly remembering his Guru Maharaj, and then on the day of Ekadashi he left his body, and we were able to see that throughout his life he practiced a lot of bhakti, and Krishna at the last 6 7 months gave him so much trouble, as if he was kind of completely nullifying him of all the previous whichever leftover karmas which are there. He gave him excruciating pain of cancer for 3 4 months. And when and last 2 3 days he kind of met with an accident, and then he died on in the hospital. So we could see that whatever leftover karmas which were there, Krishna was actually clarifying it. He just uh, uh, wanting to take him back to God. So that is how we can understand. So sometimes some devotees go through a lot of pain and suffering at just last few days of their lives when they are leaving their body. So we should understand that because Krishna wants to take the devotee immediately in this lifetime, therefore he is just clearing everything. And that clearing is actually the token of what he was supposed to receive. After bhakti, what suffering we get is actually just the token of what we were supposed to receive. Like if our hands are supposed to cut, our nail gets cut. If our like that. So sometimes the token itself is so high that we feel, oh, such a huge suffering. But even that such huge suffering is also only the token of what we were supposed to receive. Okay, so therefore we should understand that protection of Shraddha is the greatest protection from Krishna. No, where was I? Ahindra Prabhu's story I was actually telling. So Ahindra Prabhu also died left his body in some cylinder accident. So what happened was, so therefore, we should not have any doubt in this regard. Whatever devotee leaves his body, we know for sure that he was Krishna conscious during the last moment of his life. Krishna was constantly there next to him and chanting his own holy names in his ears. Uh, So what happened was once Sachinandan Swami Maharaj. Sachinandan Swami Maharaj, he is also very senior Prabhupada 7. So Sachinandan Swami Maharaj, he once told us this story in his class. So Sachinandan Swami Maharaj, he said that Indra Prabhu is known as a Kirtaniya. He is known for 24-hour Kirtans. He is the one who started 24-hour Kirtan in Mayapur, Vrindavan, everywhere, wherever you see 24-hour Kirtans. He is the pioneer of that. And he is known as the biggest Kirtaniya. After Prabhupada, he is one of the most recorded person in ISKCON.
So Sachinandana?
No, no, no. Indra Prabhu.
Indra, yeah, okay.
Sachinandana Maharaj was telling us about Indra Prabhu, and I will
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
what he was telling. So Indra Prabhu is constantly chanting. He is the highest Kirtaniya which I have seen. He has got the test of chanting. So once Sachinandan Maharaj said, kind of asked to Indra Prabhu ji, Indra Prabhu ji को उन्होंने पूछा कि hey Indra Prabhu, you sing for so many hours together. What do you do when your throat starts paining? That was the basic practical question which Sachinandra Maharaj asked to Indra Prabhu. Sachinandra Maharaj is a sannyasi, Indra Prabhu is not a sannyasi. So on that level, Sachinandra Maharaj is actually senior. But still Sachinandra Maharaj, you would think Indra Prabhu as the senior most, and he had made that inquiry to Indra Prabhu ji. So Indra Prabhu said, when my throat, Sachinandra Maharaj asked, how do you sing from when your throat starts paining after singing for 2 3 hours? Then Indra Prabhu said, when my throat starts paining, I start singing from my heart. So for those 2 3 hours, I would be singing from my throat. But when my throat starts paining, I start singing from my heart. So his actual implication was that actually after through 2 3 hours of chanting, that is when I actually start getting that feeling of chanting from heart. So that was his and it's not that he kind of eloquently said, or he just naturally said it, that I sing from my heart. Just to point out that actually he starts thinking of he actually is thinking that way, that after his throat starts paining, then actually the emotions from the heart starts pouring. So he would do kirtan for hours together, for 5 hours, 6 hours, so many hours he would do. So that is the level of test which Prabhupada is asking. Nam Gane Sadaruchi. You understand?
Yes,
Furthermore, we
yes.
should also increase our inclination to live in a place where Krishna lives. Pritistad vasati stale. In the vision of higher devotees, Krishna actually lives everywhere. But because we are in a lower condition, we should know that for us, Krishna lives in the temple. Because we do not see Krishna everywhere, we should come to the temple to see Krishna, who kindly appears there by his mercy in a manner in which we can see him. So this is also very critical. There are many verses in Ishupnishad, in Upadeshamrut, wherein Rup Goswami says one should give up everything and one should go to Radha Kund and stay there. Firstly, he says one should go to Mathura Mandal. Then he says, no, even better than Mathura Mandal is Vrindavan. Then he says, no, even better than Vrindavan is Govardhan. And then he says, no, even better than Govardhan is Radha Kund. So he gives that hierarchy. So someone might say, oh, Radha Kund area is so small. How can all the devotees from all creation can come there and stay there? If everyone starts building homes near Radha Kund, then now also you see such a crowded place it has become. When you go to Radha Kund, you remember as if you're in Mumbai.
Yes.
So if everyone starts staying in Vrindavan, you see in Vrindavan, in front of ISKCON temple, it is such a crowded place. You feel like, oh, am I in USA or New York, some junction or some Mumbai junction? You don't feel like you are in Vrindavan. So Prabhupada is saying, because we are in lower condition, we can't see and understand Dham.
Yeah, yes.
We only see pigs and hogs and monkeys in Vrindavan. Oh, these pigs are doing these things, these monkeys are doing these things. We don't see Daiva Vrindavan. We only see the Bhroma Vrindavan. We don't see the Golok Vrindavan part aspect of it, which the Acharyas with the divine vision are able to see. They see the pastimes constantly going on in Vrindavan. But we only see dirt, plastic, we only see all that nonsense. because we are still not. So we are in a lower condition. So therefore we don't see Krishna everywhere. I will just conclude with one pastime. Giriraj Maharaj. You know, Giriraj Maharaj is also very senior sannyasi disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Um, so Prabhupada made him an in charge of Mumbai. And you know, Mumbai is the toughest place because Mumbai people are crooked. They are they are they are like cheaters. Among all people, Mumbai people I have experienced are the biggest cheaters. So what happened was he was from USA. Giriraj Maharaj, I don't know how many of you know. Anyone knows Giriraj Maharaj?
I've heard about him,
Giriraj
Prabhuji.
Maharaj is
Yes,
the
Prabhuji.
most simplest, humble, and you feel like he's like a small child. Very simple. He will laugh like also like that. Very simple, very gentle. You don't see him shouting. You don't see him getting angry. You don't see him doing tasks. Like for example, if he's a Kamal Krishna Maharaj, you see he's a passionate person. Like he can make things happen. He can run behind people. He will make things happen. So therefore, he was the manager of Prabhupada. Whenever Prabhupada wanted to do something quickly, he would say, "Oh, Tamal Krishna Maharaj would do," and he would make people run. But Giriraj Maharaj is not like that. Giriraj Maharaj is like simple, sober fellow who with happy with his chanting. If things happen, he's in his way, he's happy. If things does not happen, don't happen in his way, he's happy. So what happened was Prabhupada surprisingly made Giriraj Maharaj in charge of Mumbai. And Mumbai was the uh, toughest place to actually manage because land had a problem. It is a big story. I will not get into much detail of that.
We know that, Prabhuji. I know the land.
I'm not talking of the story part. I'm just talking of one small incident. What happened was, so Giran Maharaj had to fight legal case. Every day he had to visit court, and then every day he would have fight with construction manager. He would order 200 bricks. Construction manager would only bring 150 bricks. So morning, evening, he would be counting bags, cement bags. 1,000 bags were ordered, only 900 bags came. See, contractor were very cheaters. So they
Yeah.
knew they what they would do, they would take payment for 1,000 bags of cement and they would deliver only 900 bags. So Giraj Maharaj would personally had to uh, what someone is typing something on Google. Mataji, there is some issue with the screen share. You can, if you're sharing, you can show the photo of Giraj Maharaj to everyone and Indra Prabhu also. If you're anyways typing something, so you better show us photo of Giraj Maharaj.
Okay, yes, Prabhuji.
Ah. So what happened was, so he was actually very frustrated. He thought, I came to Bhakti to sit in a secluded place, chant, I will visit Giriraj, I will do, I will go to Vrindavan, I will just chant. Instead of chanting holy name, I am supposed to count cement bags. He was actually frustrated. Every day I am just fighting with laborers, every day I am fighting with contractor, every day I am fighting with lawyers, every day I am fighting with what not. He was actually very disturbed. He said, and suddenly that exact during that time, Prabhupada had come to Govardhan, Giriraj, and all devotees from all over the world and all over the world they had gone to Vrindavan. So Giriraj Maharaj thought, oh, maybe I should also go to Vrindavan. I also want to go to Vrindavan. And Prabhupada was doing Govardhan Parikrama with all the devotees. And Giriraj Maharaj was not able to go because Prabhupada said, no, you will manage Mumbai. So what happened? He was saying, my name is Giriraj, but I am not able to go with my guru to Giriraj. Prabhupada gave me Giriraj as in my name, but I am not able to join my Guru Maharaj in his parikrama in Giriraj. So what he thought, maybe without informing Prabhupada, I will just skip this Mumbai service and I will go to Giriraj and I will join the parikrama which is going on in Prabhupada's association. So he suddenly, without informing Prabhupada, he left Mumbai and went to Giriraj. And he stayed there one day, and suddenly next day morning, Prabhupada happened to see Giriraj Maharaj. And he said, oh, ask someone, please invite Giriraj Maharaj to my room. And Giriraj Maharaj came to Prabhupada's room very frightened. And Prabhupada, he said, sorry, Prabhupada, actually, I thought you are in Giriraj, so I will also accompany you. In Prabhupada said, no, for you, Bombay means Giriraj, Giriraj means Bombay. What were the words of Prabhupada? For you, Bombay means Giriraj and Giriraj means Bombay. Because wherever there is service, there is dham for you. Your chest counting of cement bags is as important as counting of your japa beads. Your counting of bricks, your counting of steel bars is as good as your japa beads. Okay, so that is what this concept I'm trying to explain here. That because of our lower condition, we don't see Krishna everywhere, but Prabhupada had that vision of Krishna seeing everywhere. Even whether in New York or whether in Mumbai or whether in Japan or Vrindavan, he was always Krishna conscious. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. I hope you liked the last story which I explained.
Yes, Prabhuji. I just want to ask for this Satyanandana. He is in Germany, no? That's the person you are
Sachinandan Sai
referring to?
Maharaj is, I don't know whether, I don't know his country or nationality,
Yeah,
but
he's in
he's a
Germany.
foreigner.
Yeah, he's in Germany.
He's a
Okay.
foreigner, but he's also very nice
Yes,
Kirtaniya
yes,
devotee. Very,
yes.
very
He is
senior Prabhupada disciple.
very senior.
Yes,
Because why
sir.
I know Prabhuji? Because my Shiksha Guru's, like she took initiation from him.
Oh, very nice.
That is
Very.
why. When he came to Dubai, everybody wanted to take from him, this
Ah,
initiation. But he
he's a
refused.
very, very, very senior sannyasi.
Yeah, but he gave only her. He chose only her.
Oh, very nice. Very
And
nice.
now she has gone to Vrindavan. Now she has taken sannyas. She doesn't want to leave Vrindavan ever again.
Oh, ask her to take guidance from some superior authority before taking this decision
Which decision?
of
She has already
settling in
taken.
Vrindavan. Settling in
No,
Vrindavan.
but Prabhuji, because Sachinandan is her guru, no? He would have
If
told her.
he has sanctioned, then no problem.
Yeah, he must have sanctioned.
But otherwise, staying in dham without service is not
No,
good.
no,
Hmm.
no. She's in charge of the deity,
Yes. Then it is okay.
de-
Then it is okay.
deity dressers.
Because without service, Prabhupada used to say, if you don't have any service in Vrindavan, you should leave Vrindavan in 3 days.
Yeah.
Without
No,
service,
Prabhuji.
if there is no service from the Guru or some higher authority, staying in Vrindavan is like staying like monkeys. That
No,
is the
Prabhuji.
strict words Prabhupada used to say.
She's on a very high platform because
Yes.
every 3 months from Dubai, she used to go there
Yes.
every time.
Very
Her life
nice.
was
Very
there.
nice, Mataji. Hare
Heart-
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Heart
Hmm.
was in Vrindavan only.
Thank you all very much. Anyone has any questions or comment? If I offended someone, please do forgive me. I
Hare
hope
Krishna, Prabhuji.
we
Thanks
had
for
a
your
fruitful
saying.
discussion.
Very nice session, Prabhuji. Hari
Yeah,
Bol
nice
Dhanavad.
session, Prabhuji. Very nice
Thank
session,
you.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
And very interactive also. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam, Prabhuji.